In the past, the Eubanks have repeatedly said that winning the Lonsdale belt outright is very important to them. For those of you who don't know, the Lonsdale belt is the British title belt, and you win it outright by defending it 3 times, something which Chris Eubank Jr. has not yet done. And in fact, he's now vacated the British middleweight title and pulled out of his scheduled fight against Tommy Langford. So naturally, the fans are, getting at Eubank Sr. and Jr. and asking them, what's going on? You said you wanted to win it outright, but you vacated it. So Chris Eubank Sr. has responded on Twitter, as you can see, and he said the Lonsdale belt was important, but not now. It's clear the threat of hospitalization to contenders is real and proven. That comment or that tweet has certainly not gone down very well. People are offended. People think that is crass. People think that is distasteful. He's obviously referring to the Nick Blackwell situation, a very serious situation. Now, is Eubank Sr. serious here? Is he actually this deluded? Is this really what he actually thinks? That his son is a serious danger to people at British title level, and therefore he thinks that they should vacate the belt to protect the British title level contenders? Is that really what this guy thinks? Or is it a case of finding any old excuse and using the Nick Blackwell situation as an excuse? Whatever way, people, it's not going to go down well with the general public. That's for sure. The Eubanks are quickly becoming the most hated figures in British boxing. No question about it. But as I've said previously, these people thrive off hate. They really do. And, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing from your perspective or their perspective, it is what it is. These people thrive off hate. And ultimately, Eubank Sr.'s philosophy is, yes, the people will hate you for the things that you say and whatnot, the things that you do outside the ring. But eventually, if you keep on producing inside the ring, they'll grow to respect you. And over the long haul, they'll grow to love you. So it is what it is. It's definitely a crass thing, I think, for Eubank Sr. to say, to be using the Nick Blackwell situation as an excuse like this. The threat of hospitalization to contenders is real and proven. I think that's pretty damn low, to be honest with you. But, it is what it is. And the only piece of advice I would give to people who really hate the Eubanks and just wish they would go away forever is you have to ignore them. You can't beat these people by hating them and ranting and raving and typing comments on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and all that type of stuff. You can't beat them by doing stuff like that. You have to just ignore them and give them no attention. That's the only way to defeat them. Now you're going to say, well, Hatman, you're making a video. Yeah, but I didn't say that I want the Eubanks to go away. I enjoy watching Eubank Jr. box. Yes, the stuff they say is crass and tasteless and whatnot at times. But there have been many fighters over the years who say crass and tasteless things who I enjoy watching. I've been very disturbed by some of the things that Sergey Kovalev has said over the years, but I still enjoy watching Kovalev fight. When it comes to boxing, for me, I'm not looking at fighters who have the best personalities and saying, okay, I'm going to watch him because he's got a great personality. Or I'm not going to watch this guy because he's got a terrible personality. That's not what I do, people. Me personally, all I care about is, do they entertain me in the ring? Don't get it twisted. I might talk about some crass things that fighters say outside of the ring or things that I like. But ultimately, at the end of the day, when it comes to will I watch somebody or not, their personality don't come into it. Yeah. There are fighters out there who come across as really cool people, but I don't want to watch them fight. You look at Gabe Rosado, for example. He comes across as a really cool guy. But do I want to watch him fight? Hell no. If I was out with my friends and we saw Gabe Rosado in a bar, yeah, I might buy him a drink. I might say, well, go on, Gabe. You know what I mean? Might try, chat to the guy, whatever. because he seems like a down-to-earth person. But would I want to go and watch him fight? I definitely not. And on the other hand, there might be fighters who I like watching in the ring because they're exciting. The example I gave was Kovalev, but would I really want to meet Kovalev socially and stuff? Hell no. Yeah, so that's the way I do it, people. And as far as the Eubanks, I don't know what they're like as people behind closed doors. They certainly haven't been coming across very well with the stuff they've been saying in public. But there is an element of what they do that I find entertaining. An element of it. I'm not saying I endorse everything and like everything they say. No, there's an element of it. And I guess it is the wrestling heel, pantomime villain element. To some extent, I do find entertaining. And also Eubank Jr. in the ring is entertaining to watch. He throws a lot of punches. His fights tend to be dramatic and exciting. So I enjoy watching.